Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading for May 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. Let's see what's going on. What does Aquarius need to know about May 2022? What do my Aquariuses need to know about May 2022? What are they experiencing? Three of Water. What does Aquarius need to know about May 2022? May 2022 for my Aquariuses. Three of Earth. That's a good sign. A lot of people around you, a lot of collaboration around you. What does Aquarius need to know about May 2022? What will they experience? Top of the deck. Fire element. Any advice or messages for my air signs? I'm talking about air signs. Aquarius is what does Aquarius need to know about May 2022? Water sign. Interesting. Babalarisha. And two more. Make the message clear. What will they experience in May 2022? What will my Aquarius experience in May 2022? One more. Thank you. Yamaya and the Sun in reverse. Interesting. So on the one hand, we are getting to know people. We are getting to know someone specific. I do feel like this is someone specific. You're either collaborating with a lot of people. Your friendships are well. It's like it's giving same page energy. You're on the same page with either a group of people or a specific person all together, and that's working out really, really fairly well. It might even be bringing you in some money and just some personal satisfaction is what I'm picking up, like personal fulfillment, which is great. We love to see it. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius may be important this month, or the water element, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Does not have to be those. That's just what I'm picking up. This could also be in your chart. But I feel like those are the energies you're going to have to tap into this month. And you're going to have to pick and choose wisely when you use them. So there are going to have to be some softer approaches to things, like with the water element. It's going to have to be some kind of people-to-people kind of energy going on, listening to people's problems, being there, or vice versa, just being more emotionally available. I know I said it. Aquarius. But yes, being emotionally available, or maybe someone making themselves emotionally available with you, especially if they haven't been as of late. And with this fire card, this is probably where you're going to have to use this energy. So in your business, in your work environment, you may have to be more determined, more passionate, like letting people know where you stand, like things of that nature. And then also just showing your desire and how like excited you are, how creative you are in a work sense. So in a way, it's like you have both energies, but it's like, when do you use them? The problem, don't let it burn you out. Okay, don't let it cause you issues or cause you to steam out. Because what happens when you throw water over fire? Okay, steam, sizzle. Okay, and we don't want that to happen to you. We don't want you to burn out. We don't want you to and this doesn't have to be in the burnout sense that we talk about it now, in in a mental health space. It could be, but also burning out in a sense where like you just space out, like you don't have any more energy to expand. So that's where that like switching may feel like it's coming from, because you need to be able to turn it on and off depending on where you at, right? But there's another situation that it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, where you feel like you are growing out of something or growing a part of something. Now this could be friendships and relationships, families, all of that stuff. Like there's somebody you're dealing with and you're just like, I'm tired of dealing with that. That no longer suits who I am. And although I want to be sympathetic and I plan to be sympathetic and I plan to be understanding, there's another part of me that just understands that this just doesn't work for me. And you may have to move forward. But I also feel like it's the same with something physical. Like I feel like for a home, like someone lives somewhere that they feel like they need more space, a new space, something of that nature. They feel like I don't physically fit in this space anymore, so it's time for a new space. So these are great things. The problem is there is some type of delay and a lack of hope of whether or not that's going to happen. Things could be getting in your way. Travel could be complicated. Like there's just this kind of not rain on your parade energy, but kind of that's popping up here. And this could also be something like some sort of separation, or like, I don't know. I just feel like someone's moving out of a home or getting, separating. And if you're not having these problems this month, please do not take this on as your message. It's just something that's here. There's some type of like needing to get away from something and like making it official. But there's also this energy of like lack of self-confidence coming from either from the situation or from not getting results that you want. And also someone needs to go to the doctor. I'm getting something about vitamins, or like, you know, you're not getting the efficient amount of vitamins. So that might be something that you need to look into, okay? So let's move on to this love and relationships. Let's see what's going on. So what does Aquarius need to know about their love and relationships in May 2022? What do my Aquariuses need to know about their love and relationships? Stork. Somebody having a baby. Fishes mean babies. Made with love. Glam it up. I heard spice it up. One more card. Thank you. Why? Okay. So, alrighty. So, that's self-explanatory. Somebody has a baby. Someone has a new idea. Someone's trying to manifest something. And that's what the Sun card means in upright. So it's interesting that it's here, which gives me the energy of like, there's some good things happening, some good changes, some positivity, some excitement. But then there's also this other end, this little bit of frustration with a relationship or a set of people. Yeah, focusing on the solution rather than the problem, feeling frustrated, right? Okay, and there might be something that goes on with support, like maybe you don't feel like you're getting enough support or contribution from somebody, or yeah, we're just not going to get too deep in that. There's just an issue of needing to feel more support or needing to feel more love in some way. But also, try something new. I heard spice it up and glam it up, and both made with love both talk about trying new things. So there may be something that you need to try. If you're in a relationship, this may be a sentence that you actually say, or that they actually say, like, hey, let's try something new. Let's do something that we don't normally do so that we can spice up what we have going on. I don't necessarily sense that there's boredom. I just think that there's a routine or like a way of being that keeps happening that needs to be like shifted around. And the best way to do that is just trying something new, doing something else rather than focusing on the problem, right? Because there's such good things here. Like I said, good news, inspiration, like you're around inspirational people, like you're inspired, but it's almost like there's some section that just won't allow you to be. So shake it up. If you're not the going out type, or if you're not someone who fancies social interactions, that may be something you want to get into. It doesn't mean go to like the closest party. It could just look like you spending time in areas that you like, but you know, you normally don't go to. And I could see you guys going to somewhere fun, someone that you normally don't go. And a child may be at the source of something, because it just occurred to me, there's a baby here. Fishes mean babies. You know, there's an actual baby in the store card. A child may be either the center of an issue, or like, what do they say when they say like your child is being affected by an issue, stuff like that. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your career and finances. What messages do you have for Aquarius in their career and finances? Moonlighting. What is Aquarius experiencing in their career and finances in May 2021? Ooh. We're just gonna leave that at that, okay? Have the courage to ask for help. Successful funding. Oh, y'all got so many messages. And conscious consumer. Okay, so I get a lot of things from this, and I'm not gonna read all of this, but it says do the work, focusing on your priorities, declutter, and detoxing your friendship. So yeah, there might be something that you are letting go this month. But you could be working on something outside of your 9 to 5, or you're looking to create something outside of your 9 to 5. If you haven't, it's time to actually start it. Like I said, you may feel a little discouraged, but it's kind of like one of those push through kind of things. Like you may need to start collaborating with other people, or, you know, finding out how other people do what you're trying to do. And it doesn't have to be in a face-to-face kind of setting. It can be as simple as you Googling it or looking up on YouTube. How do these people do what I'm trying to do moving forward? Partnership makes me think of two things. Some of you may actually get a partnership. If you're into something, if you're into social media, if you have a business and you need a partner for it, or you need like a sponsor for it, that will go successfully if you actually go for it. But you have to be willing to ask for it. So, in which I don't think Aquarius is shy in that way, but I do think that it may be like I want you to offer kind of thing. Like you may be in your power, like, okay, I just want them to offer. I want it to just come up. I want it to just happen. But it's like, no, this one may be one where you have to go out on a limb and just kind of put it and say what you need versus waiting for someone to kind of offer it to you. Or like I said, showing up. You know, they invite you to something, show up, which you do, because I feel like all air signs are pretty sociable, but find ways to show up where you want to be, and then you'll get the result that you're looking for. But then also something about a partner needing to pitch in, whatever that looks like. That may not look like, you know, depending on who you're talking to. So that could be pitching in emotionally, that can be pitching in financially. Maybe they are pitching in, but you know, they may pitch in more this month. Something about a partner needing to pitch in or pitching in this month is very important. And being careful about the way that you spend your money and who you spend your money on. Normally this card is more so like making sure you're buying like environmentally friendly or, you know, economically upright products and things of that nature. That's possible. Maybe even watching what you buy and how much you spend. But I feel like investing is a big word coming from this card. Like, and it doesn't have to be investing in the traditional sense, more than like make your money work for you is the sentence I keep hearing, versus like letting your money work you. Okay. So let's see, how can Aquarius improve their finances? One card in May 2022. I say one card, they give me 67. Hold on. How can Aquarius improve their finances in May 2022? Charles Ponzi, keep your conviction even when facing multiple. Oh my goodness. Okay, got rich quick, leave town quicker. Don't get buried by the in the pyramid that you build. There are so many messages coming from this. Okay. So, like I said, keep your conviction. Which pretty much mirrors that message of like, even though you may not be feeling it this month in some type of way, keep on going with what you're trying to go with. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're going to experience delays. Like, that's a no-brainer. But you're also going to experience connections that can help you overcome the delays. You feel me? You feel me? But this, don't get buried in the pyramid that you build. Now, I know we're talking about pyramid schemes on this card. But for you, there's two messages. Don't lose your voice in your network. So, like, don't do things only because of the network. Like do things that inspire you and not just who you're connected to. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. So, just because they're into it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be into it. Also, if who you're connecting to doesn't support, and I'm not talking about like they tell you no once and you cut them off. I'm more so talking about like, does the people you work with financially support what you're doing? Like, are they collaborative? Are they helpful? Or is it just kind of like not a uselessness, but like they don't know, they don't push forward. So something needs to be done about that. Like I said, it can be just as simple as you asking for it, or it can be just realizing who's forward thinking and who isn't. Okay? So let's clarify. Any advice for my Aquariuses in May 2022? Boundaries. We just talked about that. Blessings. Clarity. Any advice for my Aquariuses? One more. Thank you. Yup. Inspiration and friendships. What did we talk about? Fire signs are all about inspiration, and there's a lot of lighters here, so that means inspiration is a big thing. Literally every single card has like that little glow on it. So definitely friendships, who you're connected to, setting your boundaries, taking in your blessings, and then letting yourself find your inspiration. Someone is very uninspired by what they do right now. And we're not even just talking about in career. There's something that you do in your life and it's just kind of ho hum and drum, and you're trying to make it like work, but it doesn't. And that's because it's not going to work, because it's not what you're inspired by. You need to get around inspiring people or get in spaces that inspire you, versus trying to spark up a bunch of wet logs. I hope I'm making sense. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're in a room full of paper, it's gonna be lit. But if you're in a room full of wet logs or a bunch of people who, you know, ain't ready to be ignited, then you know what I'm saying, you're in the wrong room. So that's a thing as well. But also expect those blessings and count those blessings. The good people in your life, the people who want to share with you, the people who want to help you. And then with this boundaries card, I get two messages. Either respecting someone's boundaries or making sure that your boundaries are respected. Whatever that looks like for you, however that applies. And sometimes, even if you have the best intentions, even if what you're asking for is like the best thing for the person or the people that you are talking to, if they express a boundary, it may be time for you to accept that. And the same vice versa. Okay, giving yourself boundaries and being like, hey, I'm not gonna do this. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Aquarius. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe below. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.